Good morning, class 8. Today I am going to tell you about matter. You have studied in earlier classes that anything that has mass and occupies space is called matter. The smallest particle of dust to the largest star in the universe, and even human beings, are made up of matter. All matter exists in one of these three states: solid, liquid, or gas. Characteristics of matter. All matter, regardless of its physical state, is made up of elements combined with each other in different proportions. See what is an element. An element is defined as a substance that cannot be subdivided into two or more groups by any physical or chemical method. Now, children, see what is an atom and what is an molecule. An atom is defined as the smallest unit of an element that may or may not have an independent existence, but always takes part in chemical reaction. Two or more atoms combine together to form a molecule. A molecule is defined as the smallest unit of matter that has an independent existence and carries the physical and chemical properties of the matter. To understand the movement of atoms and molecules in a substance, we need to study the kinetic theory of matter. Now, children, see the main postulates of kinetic theory of matter. Matter is made up of tiny particles that are in continuous motion, and thus all the particles possess kinetic energy. The kinetic energy of the particles is directly proportional to the temperature of the substance. Molecules in a substance always exert a force of attraction on each other. This force is known as the intermolecular force of attraction. The gaps between the different molecules in a substance are called intermolecular spaces. The kinetic theory of matter can explain the difference in the properties of three states of matter. There are many factors that decide the states of the matter. These are the strength of intermolecular force of attraction, intermolecular space, and the kinetic energy of the molecules. Now, children, see the properties of solids, liquids, and gases. Solids have a definite shape, have a definite volume. They have not compressibility. They cannot flow. Now, see the properties of liquids. Liquids have no definite shape. It takes the shape of the container in which they are kept. They have a definite volume. They are slightly compressible and they can flow. Lastly, see the properties of gases. Gases have no definite shape. Take the shape of the containers in which they are kept. They have no definite volume. Take the volume of the containers in which they are kept. They are highly compressible. They can flow easily in all directions. Now, children, see the change of state of matter on the basis of kinetic theory of matter. See what is melting or fusion. When a solid is heated, its molecules gain energy and become very active. They try to overcome the intermolecular force of attraction, so they vibrate faster, resulting in an increase in the intermolecular space between them. If the temperature continues to increase, then at a certain point, the intermolecular space between the molecules of the solid increases to such an extent that it starts changing in a liquid. On further heating, more solid changes into liquid, but the temperature remains constant. So, the process of conversion of a solid into its liquid state at a particular temperature on heating is called melting or fusion. The temperature at which a solid melts and changes to a liquid is called its melting point. Now, children, see the second one, that is freezing. The process of conversion of a liquid into its solid state at a particular temperature on cooling is called freezing or solidification. The temperature at which a solid freezes to become a solid is the temperature at which a liquid freezes to become a solid is called the freezing point. Now, children, see what is boiling. The process of conversion of a liquid into its gaseous state at a particular temperature on heating is called boiling or vaporization. The temperature at which a liquid boils and changes rapidly into a gas is called the boiling point of the liquid. Then move to next one, that is evaporation. The process of a liquid changing into its vapor at any temperature below its boiling point is called evaporation. Children, see what is condensation. The process of conversion of vapor or gas into its liquid state at a particular temperature on cooling is called condensation. The temperature at which a vapor or gas changes to a liquid is called the condensation point of the gas. Next topic is sublimation. Sublimation is a process by which a substance directly changes from the liquid state to its vapor or gaseous state on heating without passing through the liquid state. Now children, see the transfer of heat, conduction of heat and kinetic theory of matter. The mode of transfer of heat from one molecule to another without the actual movement of molecules from their mean positions in solids is called conduction. Children, see what is convection. Convection of heat and kinetic theory of matter. In liquids and gases, molecules possess weaker intermolecular forces of attraction and thus have a tendency to break away from each other when supplied with adequate heat energy. The mode of transfer of heat energy, where the particles of a fluid actually move from a place of higher temperature to a place of lower temperature, is called convection. When a fluid is heated, its molecule close to the heat source absorb heat energy and rise upward. The upward movement of molecules causes a fall in the pressure in that region. To equalize the pressure, colder molecules sink downwards and get heated in turn, thus rising again. This movement of particles sets up a current called conventional current.